Hello everyone, my name is Infinity and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. In addition to creating these podcasts here, I am also a subliminals creator and sound healer. I use the power of frequency, sound, and unconscious subliminal affirmations to assist others in shifting their vibration and reprogramming their subconscious mind for whatever they want to create or manifest in their lives. What you are looking at now is a screen recording of my subliminal site, Sound and Soulful, where I've created a library of over 100 subliminals for all areas of life. As you can see, I've created subliminals for physical appearance changes, to manifest specific material things such as money, fame, certain skills, for mood shifts like confidence and happiness. But for Twinflame specifically, I have an entire section of subliminals dedicated just for you, to assist you in shifting the balance of your connection by dissolving any negative subconscious blockages or beliefs within that are preventing you from deepening your connection with your twin flame in the physical world. Check out the description box below this video for more information on how you can begin accessing and incorporating these subliminals into your daily meditation routine to shift your energy and transform your life. Today we are talking about the twin flame body merge. Specifically, how twin flames are pulled into each other's physical orbit. I use the word orbit very intentionally because this pull between twin flames, this visceral, physical pull, is truly as strong and irresistible as gravity itself. Usually this physical pull is an indication of something that is actually happening energetically. The body merge and the physical sensations associated with it are truly just an external reflection. They are symptoms of the soul merge that is happening energetically in our twin flames presence. You see two twin flames in a room together are mirroring to one another, each other's core soul frequency. They aren't truly two halves to a whole like some people believe. Your twin flame doesn't complete you. They aren't your other half. They are your perfect energetic mirror. They share your identical core frequency, or in other words, you and your twin flame are vibrating on a frequency that causes you to be in an energetic space together in which no one and nothing exists besides the two of you. When these powerful identical frequencies come together in the same physical 3D space, something very interesting and powerful begins to happen. according to the law of attraction, which governs our universe, like attracts like. Because twin flames are vibrating at an identical frequency on a soul level, by the law of attraction, they magnetically attract one another. To not feel this attraction to your twin flame would be the equivalent of breaking the law of gravity. It would be the equivalent of your feet suddenly not being attracted down to the earth upon which you are standing right now. As soon as you begin being able to break the law of gravity and float around on the earth instead of being pulled down toward it, that is the day you will be able to break this universal law of attraction and be able to not feel the energetic pull toward your twin flame, which of course is the same thing as saying it would be impossible. It would never happen in this lifetime or the next one after that. This pull is actually the entire reason you met your twin flame, or if you haven't met them yet, the reason that you feel drawn to them and will meet them is because you aren't just being pulled across the room or across a busy city street toward this person. You have actually been pulled together against all odds, or what you would see through your 3D ego perspective as odds, right? Because so many of us who meet our twin flame will often say that the meeting was so unlikely, it seemed so impossible that we would meet, and yet we did. This isn't a coincidence. This is because on an energetic level, by the law of attraction, these like frequencies within you being attracted to these like frequencies within them, we're pulling you together across the miles, the circumstances, the boundaries that seemed as though they should have kept you from ever meeting in the first place. This is also why so often twin flames will say that their meeting seemed to be surrounded by very strange and seemingly coincidental circumstances. I just saw the image of someone missing their train, but then meeting their twin flame at the train station because they missed their train. And maybe this applies literally in some way to you. Maybe you missed a ride or you were late for something. But I feel that actually for many of you, this applies metaphorically. You missed something, or you perceived that you missed an opportunity, that you lost something. But then, because of that moment of perceived loss, perceived missing, that is the exact moment your twin flame came into your life. And in fact, if it wasn't for you losing that thing, they never would have come. This was a divinely orchestrated loss. For some of you, I'm very strongly feeling this may have been the loss of a relationship. You were very in love, or thought that you were very in love with someone who you had a karmic history with. And you may have even thought that this person was the one for you, your soulmate, your happily ever after. But you began to feel disillusioned with this connection, or I'm really feeling for some of you, it wasn't just disillusionment, something very intense happened to cause a very sudden, shocking ending to this karmic connection that left you feeling as though you were reeling. as though you had entirely missed the train on love, metaphorically speaking, as though you would never love again or never date again. And then boom, your twin flame came into your life and they reawakened within you all of these feelings you thought you were no longer capable of experiencing. For some of you, I'm even hearing that this person, this thing that you lost, this relationship, it actually wasn't completely over when you met your twin flame. You were still connecting with this third-party lover or karmic connection. Or maybe it was your twin flame who was connecting with this lover or karmic partner. But you had truly given your all to this person. You had given them everything you had within you. It's been broken over and over again. And within that relationship, you started wondering whether it was worth loving at all. But then your twin flame came in, and suddenly they reactivated all of these emotions within you. And I say reactivated because just circling back to this twin flame body merge, part of why this physical merging happens is because your twin flame actually does energetically activate you through each of the 7 chakras specifically. I love talking about the chakras because it provides such a clear visual representation of the energy in our body and how it can become repressed and blocked in certain ways. Which, by the way, on my subliminal site, I do have a 7 chakra twin flame clearing subliminal that is specifically designed to uproot and clear away any of these negative subconscious blockages stored within the 7 chakras that you may still be holding on to. So check out the description box for information on that subliminal specifically. But the reason I'm sharing all of this is because I felt really guided to share all of that information about feeling as though you missed out on something and then your twin flame came in, because I know that sometimes I go off on tangents within these videos, but that is for a reason. I create these topics, but then within these topics, I can begin to feel into the energy of those who will be listening. And intuitively, I feel these thoughts and messages coming through that are intended for certain listeners who will be hearing this information. Sometimes this is just for one single person, but when it comes to this connection, every single one of us is vital to the upliftment not only of ourselves and of our connection specifically, but of the entire whole. We are all connected. When one is uplifted in planetary consciousness, it ripples outward and uplifts all of us. So let's circle back to this twin flame body merge. Now that we've discussed how this chakra activation happens and why this pulling occurs, let's talk about some symptoms of what you may experience when you are actually having a body merged experience in your twin flame's presence. The first and most obvious of the symptoms is, of course, the physical bodily sensations, because you have to understand that every cell of your being, every ounce of your energy, by the powerful, all-governing law of attraction, wants to pull you toward this identical energetic frequency, toward your twin flame. And you will feel this manifesting in your physical body, because everything that happens within us energetically reflects in the physical body, which is really just one very small layer of our being, but still one that, from a 3D perspective, we very significantly experience and are highly aware of. So when this twin flame body merge is happening to you, you may feel as though you just want to be close to your twin flame. Usually early on, this looks like simply desperately longing to be around them. So the first time you see them and you're in the same room, you will feel as though every ounce of your being is being pulled into this person's orbit. And you won't understand why, because although many people are very physically, instantly attracted to their twin flame, the twin flame attraction doesn't always instantly manifest itself this way. Your twin flame may or may not actually be your type or what you believe to be your type. So when you first meet them, you may be telling yourself through the ego that you really aren't that attracted to them or that you aren't romantically interested. But your body cannot lie, because energy cannot lie, and the body is a reflection of the energy. So you will feel your physical body pulled towards this person. And what does this look like in real time? This looks like you keep kind of walking towards them, even when you're trying to hold a conversation with someone else or do something else. So specifically, I mean this in kind of a standing social setting, a party setting, or where people are kind of mingling. If you're with your twin flame in this kind of a setting, you will feel as though you can't stay away from them. And if there are boundaries that prevent you from being able to actually be physically close to them, you will feel as though your eyes are always being pulled to them. And even if you are trying to consciously not look at them or train your eyes away from them, you will feel as though every second you are in the same vicinity. Your peripheral vision is always laser focused on your twin flame. So your eyes could be somewhere else, but in your periphery, you are focused entirely on them. Another thing to know is this goes, of course, in the other direction. Your twin flame is feeling all of this too. So you may get the sense as though even if your twin flame isn't looking directly at you, as though they're watching you out of the corner of their eye. And this may make you feel crazy because you can't feel their physical eyes on you. You may even look at them and see that they're looking somewhere else, looking at their phone. But you just have this intuitive sense that they are watching you out of their peripheral vision. This is your intuition speaking to you. This is your sensing. This is because your twin flame is feeling what you are feeling. And just like you, they may be trying to mask their feelings and emotions in this strong body pull they feel toward you by looking away. But they can't help but be watching you out of the corner of their eye. Another sign of this physical body merge, a physical symptom, is you may feel yourself wanting to literally reach out your hand and hold theirs, or reach out and embrace them, or even kiss them. And these will feel sometimes like intrusive thoughts to you, especially if you aren't that close with your twin flame, or if they are just a stranger, or if you are in some kind of denial about the connection, telling yourself it means nothing or you aren't attracted to them at all. The second sign of this twin flame body merge really goes hand in hand with this, but it's that you'll feel yourself wanting to comfort them, wanting to console them, even if they aren't externally expressing grief or pain. This is because as you receive this energetic information from them through your own chakra centers, you are literally downloading all of their pain, all of their grief, their loss, everything they have experienced and are still coping with. So even if they're putting on a happy face, smiling, seemingly having a good time, you will find yourself almost wanting to cry because you feel their pain. You have this deep empathy for them that will cause you to want to reach out. And this will be true regardless of whether or not you are someone who normally is very touchy. So even if normally you would never hug someone you barely know or reach for someone's hand when you aren't that close, it's not that you're trying to be forward with your twin flame. It's that you feel this pull to empathize with them in a very physical, visceral kind of way. And the third sign of the twin flame body merge is sometimes it'll really overwhelm you, this physical attraction, this attraction you feel pulling through all your 7 chakras. The energy moving through these chakra centers can be so intense and profound, working through every level of your being, that it can cause you to actually feel as though you're kind of dissociating, feeling as though you're energetically having this kind of out-of-body experience where you aren't fully in your body, or you feel dizzy or lightheaded. This is because this influx of energy coming from your twin flame through this soul merge and this desire to have this physical body merge as well as a result, this huge amount of energy is trying to work its way through you. And as it does, it moves faster and faster. It circulates through your body, and it actually raises the overall vibration of your energy. And the same thing is happening for your twin flame. This is actually causing you to rise into higher realms, such as the 5D, the 5th dimension, in a space where it is just you and your twin flame swept up into this so-called higher energetic realm, which is also often why it feels as though the whole room is melting away while you're speaking to them or in their physical presence. So I hope this video was helpful for you in better understanding the twin flame body merge and some of the signs and symptoms you may experience when your soul on an energetic level and your body on a physical level begins to literally merge with your twin flame after meeting. If I resonated with you, please subscribe to this channel, join our community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again in the next podcast.